Check 1, 2.
Curious about real estate?
Yes!
Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need, get over the fear, and get started. This is the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show with your host, Michael Quarles.
Hello everybody, Michael Quarles, and today I have my Ryans in the room with Gabriel, and we're just going to chat because I am friggin' amazed how well these people are doing. And so I brought them in the office and to ask that question, why am I so amazed? How are they doing so well in their own words? Because you guys hear me talk enough. I want them to talk and to tell you what it's like. And I'm going to start with Gabe. Gabe, thanks for being on the call.
Thank you for inviting us.
How are they doing what they're doing, in your opinion?
Well, I think they're doing a really good job because they're just following the process. A process that has been designed, and they see that it's, I believe, this is obviously what I believe. I think they've gotten to the point where they believe it works. One of the things we talk about a lot is the value of what we provide, the benefits that we have to offer. We talk about that quite a bit, and I'm hoping that has something to do with it.
So when you say values and benefits, are we talking benefits and values to the Ryans or who the Ryans are helping?
No, I'm actually thinking about our clients, our sellers.
Okay.
When you believe in what you're selling, it's so much easier to present it. It's so much easier to sell it, and to fairly ask for what you need in exchange for what you're offering.
I get that. But here's what I don't understand. Now I know that I've been, I think I'm a pretty good salesperson, and I know I have practiced selling my entire life. I don't think they have. So how are we getting them to do what we're getting them to do? And maybe I should introduce them and ask them. Do you want to introduce your Ryans? But not say their name because we don't want to have stalkers out there.
It's Ryan 1 and Ryan 2.
Welcome to the call.
Hello. Hi.
And they sound almost exactly alike, so the sellers never know if they're talking to the same person or not. So, what's it like?
It's fun. Like you asked, I think the only reason we actually know how to do this is because we are given the tools. Otherwise, we probably would fail.
Well, I hear you. One of the things to everybody that's listening, I hear them say the same thing over and over and over and over, and then they challenge each other. They're like, okay, I'm going to get 3 today. No, I'm going to get 4 today. I'm going to get 5 today. But how do you get them? What's it like sitting in the Ryan chair and making that offer and asking those questions over and over and over again? Calling that seller back that you spoke to 15 days ago or 3 days ago who said no, and getting them to say yes now. What is it like?
I think it's all about being professional. I really believe that the tonality, and if you sound confident, you can definitely sell it. You can buy whatever house you want to get. We can buy any house. And as far as calling them back, whether you had a bad experience or a good experience, you don't have to recall that one. Just go back in there with a positive attitude.
So before you were a Ryan, how many houses have you bought?
0.
You had never bought a house.
Never bought a house.
You know what a house is, right? It's you live in a house, right?
Right. Never bought one.
How many houses have you bought before you got here?
None.
So, Gabriel.
Yes, sir.
They've never bought a house, but yet I know how many houses they bought. They're buying a bucket load of houses. How is that possible? Because there are people who want to be real estate investors who never buy a house. And these two didn't want to be a real estate investor, and here they are buying houses. What's the significant difference?
Well, as a real, as the position that they have, which is basically the purchase managers, Okay, that is actually their title, and they're introduced by the Alex, the purchase managers. They're able to go in there, and I actually think it's a huge advantage to not know everything or so much. I continue to tell both Alex and Ryan, I said, I cannot do, or I probably cannot do what you guys do, because I know too much. If they say something, I can already start thinking about how I'm going to handle that. And, I couldn't take an Alex call, I don't think, anymore, and actually do what they do. Just follow that script, ask the questions that you're supposed to.
Because we know on the first question whether or not they're going to be a seller, right?
We're already making assumptions, and then I just keep saying, let's just remain ignorant, if you would. Don't make the assumptions, just follow the scripts, and it's very, very difficult for me to. Even when I'm asked to get on the phone, and I'm staring at the script, it's just difficult. So I'm very grateful that they're actually going in there and doing it that way. I'm glad that they're enjoying the success that they're enjoying. So that makes it to where they get to believe in it even more.
Let me stop you there. Do you guys enjoy it?
Yes. Of course.
What about buying a house from someone do you enjoy?
Helping them out, especially if they're in a stressful situation. It's not that we're trying to take houses from people, it's that we're trying to get them out of the unfortunate situation that they're in.
Can you hear that over the phone?
Of course. Mm-hmm.
How about yourself? Why is it fun and enjoy?
It's just different from what I do every day, and it's just something new to me, so knowing that I can come to work and accomplish something for you guys is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome for me. Real awesome for me. And I think I'm like you, Gabe. There's no way I could do it anymore, because I just want to go real fast and get through it and be done. I'm amazed how they, and I'm talking like you're not here, how they stick to it. They just stick to the scripts. They go by the scripts. They go by the scripts. They go by the scripts. How hard was that for you guys to put your head around and go, I know he says it's working or it works, but I've never asked these questions before. How do I know it works? How hard was it for you to go, I'll do it, even though I don't know if it works or not?
Sometimes we still have questions, but somebody that's been doing this a long time and they're obviously successful at it, we should be able to take it in, and we do take it in and we learn from it. So that kind of helps us go down the path.
So because you believe in us, mm-hmm. It's easier for you guys to believe in what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, I could get that.
Sometimes it feels really awkward to say those things because we'll feel like that doesn't sound right, but without it or without the rebuttals, we're gonna not know what we're talking about, and the script basically tells us everything we need to know. Any question that they have, it answers it.
Mm-hmm.
How's Gabe as far as a leader?
Perfect.
Awesome.
He keeps us on track and always stick to the script, and that's pretty much been nailed in our heads. So.
Well, we all stick to scripts, right? Like stop sign's a script, right? It says stop, so we stop at it.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever asked you to do something you didn't feel comfortable doing? Like, I'm not going to do that, Gabe?
No.
I'm sure there's been that uncomfortableness, but Gabriel knows what he's doing, and we, like we said, believe in it, so we're going to go ahead and go in. He's not going to lead us into something that's going to not benefit us.
So, before I pulled you in on the call, you said you were working on how many deals today?
I'm going to go back and work on my third one.
So 3 today.
Mm-hmm.
Any deals that you're working on?
I'm working on 1.
So 4 deals. Do you realize that most investors, sorry guys that I'm saying investors like it's a bad thing, I don't mean it like that, but most investors, that's like a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's why when I walk through the hall through the room and I hear you guys, that's the wow I get. Is like, wow, I really know what the two of you are doing. Do you get any wows from listening to them?
Yeah.
Like, or do you get the like, wow, like, dang it, that's not.
Wow, did you really say that? That's not on the script. No, actually, they're doing a great job. Yeah, I keep saying it. I mean, it's just, it'd be hard for me to try to stick to it. But we also have to be flexible. I think, I try to get some feedback from them and all I'm listening for is what's not working for them. Why isn't that happening? We go back, we review our audios, find out what it is that they said. And I mean, if we had to put a number on it, guys, Ryan, and what would you say is the number of times that we've modified it so that it does work for us?
I have too
More than
many
30.
times to count. Yeah, so many. But it's just for us to perfect the way we do.
Yeah, if something is, if they're having a struggle with a specific area of it, let's not be stubborn about it. Obviously, let's try to find something that works, that defeats the common objections. I've just not said thank you enough along the way, because if it wasn't for them actually implementing the idea, the plan, the script, we couldn't go one way or the other, meaning we couldn't learn to see if that way works or not. And so because they do, and again, thank you guys, we don't say it enough, we're not going to be able to figure out whether that's good or not,
Right.
until it gets implemented.
Because what we're doing is very unique. I
It
mean,
is.
we're not knocking on doors. So everybody listening, it's not traditional real estate investing where you make an appointment and you go out, you see a house, you look to see if the toilet's working and the sinks are working. It's not that. So there's a lot of little tweaking that we have to do. And then, as was said earlier, they've never bought a house before. So imagine for yourself, never buying a house, not wanting to ever buy a house as an investment, walking into a position, sitting in it, and buying multiple houses a day. Now, both of you started as Alex's, right?
Yes.
How different is Ryan from Alex?
A lot.
Yeah.
How much, is it easier? I'm sure it's easier, right?
No,
No, I don't know.
it's harder.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder. There's a lot more detail to Ryan.
So, but why is Ryan harder than Alex? All you guys are, I mean,
I pretty much feel like I'm more of a decision maker
okay.
because I have a bigger responsibility.
Do you enjoy that responsibility?
Yeah, of course.
Because you kind of like, you thrive on that, don't you?
I do.
And you like it too.
Yes, I do.
If we've said tomorrow we don't want any more Ryans, everybody has to be an Alex. Like you just shook your head, no, both of you. Okay. So what was easy about the Alex part? Because I'm sure the Alexes don't think it's easy.
Right. Well, because while you're an Alex, you get to disqualify or qualify. That's what you're doing. You're bringing them into the Ryans. And once you become a Ryan, you have to kind of pick apart everything and actually go into further detail.
So where the Alex basically are their information gatherers, you have to look at the information to understand it
Right.
and how it fits.
Yeah.
And then get the board to approve it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always about getting the board to approve it.
Right.
How many people are on the board?
3.
Yeah. Or how many ever you want to be on there.
So if anybody's ever heard our daily deals, we talk about the board a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the board isn't like a traditional board, it's just a board. And you guys write down your deals, and you write them down, and you analyze them. And we have different ways of analyzing them. And if the board doesn't say yes, we can't do the deal.
Correct.
Is that fun? Is that a good way to do it? Do you feel comfortable doing it that way?
Yeah,
Yes.
you see the bigger picture ultimately. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anything you want to share with everybody out there that wants to buy a house but doesn't know how? Now that you've bought quite a few houses between the two of you, to encourage them that they can do it?
I think just have confidence,
Be confident. That's
follow
why.
the script.
Yeah, if you have one, make sure it's a good one.
Rebuttals.
Yeah.
So that if an Alex said, if they raise their hand and say, I want to be a Ryan,
I was just about to ask that. I was wondering, what would you say to the next Alex coming up? I mean, what is it that you would say, this is what you need? You're an Alex today, and you've just been notified that you are now moving over to be a Ryan. And was that about what you were going to ask, Michael? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's like, how would you prepare that Alex? What would be your words of wisdom? Alex, this is what I can share with you that's going to help you most now that you're becoming a Ryan.
The people on the other side of the phone, they don't know who you are, so you can be as confident as you need to be. If you need to imagine you're somebody else to bring that confidence out,
Alter ego.
then that's what you need to do, is because it's going to help you. And yeah, that's what I would give them.
Yeah. Good.
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm absolutely proud of you guys and what you're doing.
Thank you.
You amaze me every day. Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show. Get more info and stay in touch at michaelquarles.com.